Welcome back to Straight Outta Mobius. I'm your host, Zora.
I'm your other host, Angelos.
So, I heard you've been playing Sonic Unleashed. You streamed it a few times. Anything to
Yeah,
say about it?
well, you see, I've played the game one time before because that's when, okay, so I got it like 3 years ago,
Mm.
and I only took forever to beat it because, it's not a PC game, and it's on a console that I don't have at home.
Yeah,
So
you'd have to
it's,
like emulate it before.
yeah,
And
basically,
that's hard.
I would just wait till I went back from college to play it, and since the Werehog levels would drop frames a lot, I kind of got frustrated with them. Since it's it's an old game, I was like, I'm not in a big rush to beat it. So it took me
Yeah.
forever. But now with the recompiled coming out, I'm replaying it all back to back, and I'm like, wait a minute, this game is kind of like I already had it as like an A tier.
Mm.
It might be like a low S tier now or super high A tier because I'm like, wait a minute, this game is actually like pretty goated. And with the Werehog not dropping frames all the time, it is much more doable. Like, oh my god, it's so
Yeah.
smooth.
Seems way more bearable. I mean,
Yeah,
just like it looks great too.
I already like the game, but now, oh my god, this I was already pretty certain of this, but Unleashed is definitely still the best looking Sonic game.
Yeah.
It's just all the what's it called, locations just look great. It has some game platforms, but it's just like they actually look like they're part of the area, unlike in Frontiers where they're all just like gray platforms, like blocks.
Yeah.
So
It's just like random place. It's
yeah,
like what are these doing here?
yeah, right. It just kind of messes with the scenery, but like Unleashed just looks like real places. I guess the only real complaint I still have with it is the drift is kind of stupid. And I know it's like partially a skill issue, but also I think it just kind of it does not work that great sometimes with the daytime levels. But it's not that
Right.
big of a deal, and I think the story is a little underwritten. I think it needed a few more cutscenes. But other than that,
Mm.
I'm like, wait a minute, Unleashed is better than I remember it, especially when the frames are not dipping to like 20 to 10 frames.
Mm.
I haven't
It'll
played that.
be
I haven't gotten to that level in the replay yet. If I'm able to, I'll show you it. But like in the 360 version of the second to last daytime level, the frame rate gets to a point where it'll just drop to 10 frames per second on the 360. It's
That's
so bad.
abysmal.
It's so
Yeah.
bad.
That is not good at all.
Yeah. So it's crazy to have a native PC port of the game. I am very impressed. Also the fact that this is now a big thing for 360 game preservation in general because
Yeah.
they released it for like every program. So you're telling me now we can get like Tekken Tag Tournament 2, Azura's Wrath natively on PC. It's crazy.
Can't wait. I know those communities are gonna do
Mm-hmm.
good work with them.
Yeah, it's crazy that
But
Sonic fans are the ones that caused this.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, I think it'll only get better when Miku Chip comes out.
Dude, I am waiting for that Miku mod to come out. I will be installing it immediately because it's Hatsune Miku as Chip. What's
It's
not
just
to
so
like?
funny.
Also has
Yeah.
custom voice lines because I saw the video that because they
Oh,
showed it
that's
off with
awesome.
like the Knuckles mod, and they even made
Hmm.
custom voice lines for that.
Yeah, like all the mods have like custom voice lines. I saw the like Femsonic one
Yep,
with voice lines too, and I was like, dang, this is
this is
insane. They're
crazy. Yeah,
like,
no, the Unleashed modding community already seems great, but it's about to just explode even more now that it's like actually PC port.
yeah, people are just gonna be flooding into that.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. I am so ready for what Unleashed mods are about to show up.
Hmm.
But I suppose we should delve into Archie.
Uh, let's go.
Uh,
Another week.
General thoughts?
Like, I don't know, 6 out of 10 for this week.
Yeah, did I hear the word mid? Yeah, that's the word mid. This is
Yeah.
mid. I think I could
We're
say I enjoyed 1.5 issues, and the half is from Sonic Kids.
No, yeah, I actually I enjoyed like a good chunk of Sonic Kids. That was a good
Yeah, I
issue.
thought the first story was a little weird, but like the other two stories
Yeah.
were fine. The one issue I liked, I forget, I think it was 58. It's the one with Robbo the Hedge.
Oh yeah, that one was good. I
Yeah,
like
that's
that one.
that's what I was hoping for out of this era. But the rest of it, including the Knuckles issues, I was just like blah blah blah, man.
Dude, I wanted to skip Super Special number 7.
Which
That
one
was
was
so
that? The
like
Image Comics
what.
one?
Yeah.
I was so disappointed. Okay, listen, it's a little weird because I don't. The only Image Comics character I know was Spawn, and he was only in like one page.
I know, like
Um,
that's what hyped me up, and then everyone else started coming in. Spawn only appeared for
you
like a
see, I
cameo, and I was
don't
like, bruh.
I don't know if I would have liked it more if I knew the other characters, but I feel like I wouldn't because
Yeah,
it was just
they
so
just felt
it was just weird.
they felt so one-dimensional.
Yeah, like I think it would definitely be because I feel like the Sonic characters were also just one dimensional and that's super special.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was just kind of nothing. Apparently the villain, I looked him up on the trivia. I forget his name. I don't even know if they said it. Apparently
No, it
he
didn't.
was okay. He was supposed to be a future. He was planned to appear in the 20 years later story before Penders quit and he didn't show up.
Uh,
Sure, whatever, man.
yeah. Wow. Yeah, and anyways, we'll just start at the start, I guess. We'll go
Sonic
back to
56,
56.
right? Yeah. So,
Yeah.
did you? So this is just like Sonic Forces, and by that I mean you know how in Sonic Forces they escape null space in like 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Literally the same. They escaped in like 5 minutes, and even Mogul was like, "How'd you do it?" And they were like, "We don't
we
know."
know we did it. That's how. Yeah, I mean honestly, I
Yeah.
get it. It's like it's a comic issue. You can't do as much,
Yeah,
but
but
it's
it's
like
still just
even
like
the
weird.
limited stuff time they had just didn't do anything.
Mm.
It was I don't know, man. I did not like the art in that issue either.
Yeah, there was like I don't know. Well, like I'm trying to think of what even like really like stood out to me that I liked. I guess I liked Turbo Tails.
Oh
Congrats,
yeah, I
Tails, on the
they
super form.
when he showed up, he referenced his X Men name,
Yeah,
yeah,
he did.
Captain
He was
Super
like,
Foxtrot.
yeah.
Yeah, that was funny. I like that.
Mhm.
Um, one of the speech bubbles led nowhere, and I was confused on who even said it, but I don't remember what it was.
I
I
feel
was
like,
honestly really confused the entire like a lot of the issue. I was like, "What is happening, man?"
yeah, I feel like the text box issue that we brought up last week has
It's gotten
only
more
gotten
worse.
worse this
Yeah,
week.
like it's
Yeah,
not. It's usually fine, but there are some times where I was like, "Wait, what?" Because sometimes
there
the
were
speech
just,
bubbles overlap to other panels, and it doesn't work.
yeah, there were just so many times that I was like, whoa, wait a minute, you're telling me I was supposed to be reading the text bubbles on the right
Yeah, like
side
am I
here
reading
from like the
manga?
characters in the
Am I reading
background?
manga or a comic?
Yeah,
It
it's
was
like, I don't
it
know.
was weird. Um,
Mhm.
oh yeah. Also, what confused me is that so Mogul captured everybody, right? Or almost everybody. That was the intention.
Mhm.
So how is Sally free?
Yeah, I don't know, because in the last issue, like from last week, we saw like everybody was just like around
Yeah,
Mogul because
but
Mogul was in the
and it
middle.
shows them that he captured most of them. He captured
Mhm.
everyone that was there, and then Sally's just free, out of nowhere.
Yeah, and
Sure.
I'm like, knowing Mogul and how he's been planning this, it's like, why wouldn't he capture Sally first? Or like
Yeah,
any of the
I don't
notable
know, man.
freedom fighters.
Also,
Yeah.
Master Mogul, hilarious.
Hmm.
I thought at the end, I thought they teleported him away, not that he fucking exploded. Until like they
Yeah.
said that they blew him up, and I was like, wait, they blew him up is crazy.
I was like, they exploded? Mogul's in a comatose? He's in the Chaos Emerald.
Yeah, now I mean I think this is them trying to make it into the Master Emerald.
Yeah, but still like, oh my god.
It was just really funny.
Crazy.
Yeah. Also, Supersonic still has the issue of his spikes not being correct.
Hmm.
I don't know how they haven't gotten that right yet, man.
I don't know. But anyways, that's all I have to say too
Oh
on
wait,
this issue. This
no, I
was
had a funny one funny line from Sonic. I think. Wait, is this from? Did I forget, or is this from 57? I think I might have forgotten. No, this is all 56.
okay.
How the hell did I write so much from 56? Oh, this might have been a Knuckles issue. Where was the King Acorn thing? Oh, this is Return of the King. My bad. I'm mixing things up. But this
Yeah,
line is
that's
from
what this was
56.
before, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
This so when Sonic's like tells Knuckles, "There's no place for us in organized society." I just kind of laugh because I mean this is
Oh
obviously
yeah,
not intended
because that
yet.
was at the end when they were like parting ways because
Yeah,
they were starting the solo adventure. Yeah.
yeah. I was this wasn't like a big deal because obviously that story didn't exist yet. But I was like, "Hey, you become a king later. That's funny." Or at least an alternate future of him becomes the king.
Hmm.
So I thought it was a little funny. But otherwise, I'm like, "Yep, that was an issue. All right, Mammoth Mogul existed."
Yeah, I just didn't like. I took notes, but like it just wasn't much to talk about.
Yeah,
Like,
right. It's just like stuff happened. The characters do nothing. I'm starting to notice the chaotics useless.
yeah, they haven't done anything.
They
Even
don't
like
do
by the
anything.
end of this week, they haven't done anything.
They don't. Wait, yeah, they had the whole setup with Julie's 2 shit.
Yeah, they had the
Oh
whole
my
setup before.
god.
Yeah, I won't even go
We'll
into
get
it
to
until
that.
we get to it. Yeah.
Return of the King. Blue Arm Sonic made a cameo again.
Hmm.
Um, Okay, I was actually really confused at first because I'm like, wait, why are the freedom fighters racist now?
Hmm.
At least King Acorn was like normal for now, but I have a feeling that's gonna change by next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I can't believe I'm agreeing with Acorn, and then they fake killed Chuck. Like,
Well, they do, but they
no, they killed Chuck, but
like,
like, it's not really. He's not dead. He just gets immediately revived.
yeah. I don't know. It was crazy. I think surprisingly, this was just one of the more like I actually was interested in
Oh
this
yeah,
issue
I was
compared to
interested, but the pacing was just so off that I was like, huh.
yeah, no, completely. But like I don't know. I thought it was cool. Sonic with a sword.
Black Knight, 20 years early.
Yep. But yeah, I
I
don't
mean,
know.
my thing was it was just another like whatever Naugus appearance where he is like doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Um, I feel like if they made a whole big deal about him being fully crystallized, and I guess it's just that's what rewards him in the end is that he gets to become normal after accepting that. But I feel like they should have left him as a crystal for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, whatever. It was fine. It wasn't bad. This was one of the more enjoyable stuff. I hated. Well, not hated. That's a little over exaggeration. The Crockbot like thing.
The B plot.
The B story where they explain how Antoine and Bunny explain how they escaped. That was so unnecessary. Like, okay, I read 10 pages of what? It was nothing.
Yeah, it was like I don't know. It's like cool. We have the context of like
Because
how it really
do
happened, but
we?
we kind of
But
already
we already
got it.
had the context. All it did was just they make longer
Yeah.
scenes. We saw the bomb exploded. We saw that they
Yeah.
escaped on the ship. Like, okay, I saw it in super detail. Whatever. Who cares? Okay,
Yeah, it really
cool.
just fills in the gaps, and it's like I don't think a kid really like cares.
It's not even like it filled in any gaps. The gaps were already filled. Like, okay, we saw a few more conversations that happened, but like,
Mm.
okay, we didn't learn anything new. It's not like this changes anything. It doesn't tease that Crockbot's gonna be like coming back or whatever.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
mean, no,
like,
at the end it definitely didn't. It told us that Crockbot was defeated, and then the Down Under freedom fighters
down
are
on the.
still, yeah, they're
Yeah, because they
still
got the
good.
letter right.
Yeah,
Yeah, whatever. It was fine. Yeah, I guess image crossover. The most important thing I found out about this is I didn't know the Punisher had a crossover with Archie. That's really funny, and I'm gonna try and read that at some point.
yeah.
Um, that one character, the girl, it was crazy how she was just going around one-shotting everyone.
Oh, talking about Super Special 7 now? Yeah.
Yeah, the image comics crossover.
Yeah, yeah. Just one-shotting everyone because of her power or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
Also, the swap bots look cool, all black.
yeah.
That
And
was
Spawn was cool for the panel,
yeah, he
two
looked cool.
panels we saw.
Um, yeah, like I'm not gonna be like, oh, how dare they not use Spawn? Like I know they have other characters, I just don't know them. But either way, I don't think I would have enjoyed it more. Like even if
No,
Spawn was a
I
bigger character,
I just didn't understand because they show him for
yeah,
two
why was he
panels,
there?
right? But they start a dialogue with him. He goes, "So," dash mark, and then just disappears.
Disappears
That dialogue goes nowhere. Why did he even say a word if he was
because
just gonna
we need the
disappear?
cameo Spawn because he's the most popular character.
Yeah, but it's just I don't know,
Um,
like nobody like even like mentions it or like talks
yeah,
about it. It just happens. It feels so out of
and
place.
then Knuckles bullshits his way to victory.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know, like
I didn't have much to say. I don't even think context would have helped. Literally my last one is like my last note is I don't really know what to say about this whole issue. I have no context of any of these heroes
I
or
mean, I feel
villains.
like we got the proper context we needed. It's just the actual story of this crossover is stupid.
It just wasn't like I just wasn't
It
interested
didn't
at
use any of
all.
the characters well. Even the Image Comics characters don't like. Okay, I got an okay sense. The one I got the most sense of, I think, was the kid. Was he Shadowhawk?
Yeah, he was actually kind of cool. I liked him.
Yeah, he's the one
But
that got easily got the best representation out of that. Like, I am actually now mildly interested in reading
yeah,
what else he's been in. Anyone
like he
else,
was actually kind of neat.
including the Sonic characters, I don't give a shit about anyone in this crossover.
And it didn't even matter because at the end they
It
were
got
like,
erased.
"What happened?"
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I don't mind that if the crossover gets erased. Hell, I love the Mega Man crossover, and that gets erased like both times.
Hmm.
So like, but it just wasn't anything. Like, it's not as good, obviously, as the Mega
Yeah,
Man
it just
crossover.
like nothing happened, and that's the point. They
Yeah,
forget it, so nothing happened. So it's just like, all
it's
right,
just like,
cool,
yeah, it's
great.
like we didn't even get anything good out of it. Like, it didn't affect anything. Nothing. Whatever. Sonic 57.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
you go.
I thought it was neat that we saw the it was like a recap, whatever,
Oh yeah,
right?
this was the recap
Yeah.
issue.
Yeah, this was the recap, whatever. It was nice to see Vertical and Horizontal like show
Yes.
up in
No, no,
one of the recap
you're
panels.
mentioning them. You're not
Oh
mentioning the
yeah.
goat, Universe
Oh wait.
Salamander.
Yes, he looked so good though.
Yeah, exactly.
I was obviously skipping through the recap, but I was looking at the art like for where I could, and then like I saw the Universal Amander, and I was like, he looks so
Yeah,
good. He looks good.
it was a little after that panel where I decided I can't read this anymore, and I just started skipping through it.
Yeah,
Um,
but yeah, no.
I mean
But
the
the
I
end was nice. It was
yeah,
sweet.
this is when they leave, right?
Yeah, this
Okay, I'll
the end
say
was sweet.
before talking about the end, I'll say that I understand why they made this recap issue is because back then there's no digital collection of comics, so you have to catch
Yeah,
up readers who are tuning in now. What the hell happened? But it was just done so weird, man.
yeah, and also like I don't know. Like, I understand wanting the context even as a kid, but like I feel like if a
It
kid
was done much,
wants like
yeah,
their first comic book, like their first Sonic comic, and it's just reading on what has already happened, I
yeah.
feel like that kid's gonna be pretty upset
This
because it
isn't
was just nothing.
yeah, this isn't like anything that would get someone into it. This is for someone that joined late and is like a few issues into the book now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird, but I thought whatever. The idea of it was fine.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I'll say
I understand why.
yeah, the I forgot the nerves existed by the way until I saw that panel. um,
Yeah.
yeah, this must be so boring. The Freedom Fighters listening to Sonic explain this, right? Because they were there for almost all of it.
Yeah, it's like 10 pages, not even like 15 of just
Just well,
that. And
yeah.
I'm like, dude.
I mean, I'll miss the Freedom Fighters, even though they have their little cameos here and there.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, I'll say I like the idea of Sonic and Tails leaving because it's kind of what I like out of a Sonic thing, where they just kind of go around helping people out. That's a normal Sonic story, like in most Sonic games.
Yeah, I felt it was nice. It's the two bros
Yeah.
together.
Now, do they execute the follow up on this very well? No,
No.
but we'll get to that. It's like, dude, I was so disappointed. I thought we were gonna get at least a few stories of them just going around helping people. We
It was
got
never just them.
it was never just them, and even the one issue where I felt they did that well, it was still connected to a Knuckles issue, which the Knuckles side of that was ass.
Yeah.
Um, I guess we can go to Knuckles 10, right? I don't
Yep.
Knuckles 10, dude. They weren't wearing shoes.
Oh
They
my
weren't wearing
god.
shoes. There were so many feet in this week.
Nah, I got like when we get to the later like the Knuckles and Sonic stuff, there's a
Mm-mm.
scene that I gotta be like, dude, this was so not necessary.
Is the
But
tickle thing?
yeah, oh my
I know
god.
tickle torture is an actual thing.
Yeah, but no, I did not need to see that. That shit's like that shit felt like I was walking in on something I shouldn't have been there for.
I mean, I didn't really care about that. It was more just like I hate Sonic characters showing their feet. It's just weird.
I mean
Give them
that too,
shoes,
but
man.
like that together was just like,
Oh yeah.
let me
Also,
go.
I'm gonna be honest. I thought Aether was not alive this entire time. I thought he was like some weird spirit thing. Only to learn that he is he fucking alive? I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore because he disappears a few issues later.
Dude, yeah, no, he disappears, fucks off, but like he also has like primordial type power, like just like really strong
Yeah.
energy, and I'm just like, dude, what
Also,
are you, man?
is he? Whatever, man. There's another prophecy of this shit. I think it's what's it, the Day of Fury. Is that what it was called?
Yeah, I just can't with
It
like
was.
the five different prophecies
Yeah, I
that are
mean the
going on
Tails
at the
one
same time.
pretends like it's gonna be wrapped up. I have a feeling it's not actually wrapped up.
I think it will.
Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah.
Because they like retconning things. So
Yeah, but I feel like I remember some like some crazy tail stuff later on, so I feel like
yeah.
it does get followed up.
No, I mean like was it intended to be wrapped up like this week? Is what I'm saying.
Gotcha. Yeah, no.
Um,
It felt like they wanted to with
yeah,
the Mammoth Mogul stuff, but then they just didn't
kept it
do
going. Yeah,
anything more.
I like the idea of the Arrakis Echidnas. Also, that has to be a reference to Dune. It is
Yeah.
spelled almost exactly like Arrakis in Dune, which is an extra K. Um, I mean, that cool idea. I'm surprised they're still alive. I'm gonna be honest.
Hmm.
Um, oh yeah, then we have the little Echidnopolis cameo. Another panel issue was when it basically. You remember the part where it's like Athera says he never was.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it cuts to Julie Sue in the jail. I thought she said that at first because it was just done weirdly.
Hmm.
Then I figured out wait, that she didn't say that. But then also she doesn't do anything.
I have some fucking issues with Echidnopolis. Like the
I
fucking
have both
just
backstory issues, present day issues.
I have issues with how the Julie Sue shit gets handled.
I may have not fully processed it. Have we gotten to when you want to talk about it? You just mentioned.
I mean, I feel like it don't matter even when we mention it when we get to the issue that it
True.
happens in, because the Chaotix don't do anything.
Yeah.
I don't understand why she gets let off with a pat on the back all of a sudden.
I mean,
We
I'll be
there
honest.
was no, I don't remember a scene
She
talking
helped him.
about like, yeah, I know, but like they were like, she was like, I helped you guys, like I made it so that what was his name, Kragok. I made it so that he didn't like do anything, and they're like, you still worked with them. From what we know, you worked with them beforehand." And then it left off there, leaving her in the interrogation room. And then afterwards, all that happened was the main head honcho being like, I know this is gonna suck for you as much as it sucks for me, but here's your new partner, Julie Sue." And
Oh
it's like,
yeah. The thing
what?
is, it's like I wouldn't care if they had just let her go immediately, but the fact
Yeah,
is they
it's
went
like,
through the trouble of saying you're a problem and then just being like whatever afterwards. It's like, dude,
yeah,
why?
that's where I had my issue. I was like, why did we have the whole interrogation scene? Why did you continue to be like wary of her and have Vector still be like very
Yeah,
wary
he
of
still
her?
is very like
Like only to just bring her back like nothing happened with a pat on the back. Like, oh
yeah.
yeah, you are on our side. Like what?
It's a
Why are you being so distrustful? And then just suddenly being like, yeah, you're free. You can walk
it's a
around.
quote that one echidna when the Day of Fury was starting. Bad scene, man. Bad scene.
Oh my God. Like you're telling me the nomadic tribal fucking echidna knows bad scene. Like what?
Yeah. It's at this point where I'm just like, bro, some of these writings are just not working.
This was
Dude, Knuckles
not,
11. Oh my god, Knuckles got healing powers. Is this
dude.
because of what he did in the Image Comics crossover? I doubt it because I don't think it was written yet.
Yeah, no, I was so confused on that, and then it just never gets
Never gets
followed
brought
up
up again.
again.
Yeah, I have a feeling
Uh,
it's gonna come up later because I know about the green egg shit. It probably has to do with that.
Probably.
And dude, oh my god, all these echidna, all the fucking flashback shit, all the yapping from a kid. Let me know the tribe better so I give a shit. But no, all they go is yap, yap, yap.
I'm gonna be honest, the only echidna from the tribe that I remember the name of is Marianne. Like everyone else,
I think
I
one of them had
don't
like an a
remember.
Y. It was like Ya something,
Yandar, I don't
something
even
like
know.
that. I mean, I liked him, but I don't remember his name because his name is stupid. And Marianne is just easy
Yeah,
to remember.
yeah, exactly. Like I don't know. I just so did not care about this tribe.
I
This
wanted to care about them, but it keeps insisting on doing flashbacks to the fucking past where I don't care. I don't
it's not
care.
even like it's so like it keeps like
It
trying
keeps.
to
Oh
like
my. The
I don't know.
lore is fucked.
It's so bad. Like
They're like their backstory makes sense. I'm fine with it, but it's just like then it has the implication that Aether has like visited Echidnopolis sometimes. I still don't know how the fuck they did that if they were sealed off in some other zone.
yeah, it's like
Knuckles' ancestors, I guess, are all alive because Guardians, I guess, live forever or however
yeah.
long they live. Like, dude, like
And then
how?
like Archimedes was also alive back then because he
Yeah, because
lives
he.
as
I
long
think
as Guardians.
that's where I'm getting. Like, does that mean Guardians live a long time, or does that sentence make no sense?
Yeah, I don't know like what specifically like I thought like I guess guardians are
Yeah,
by blood,
wait.
but like what makes them last longer than everyone
I
else?
mean, I
Like
assume it has to be with some special powers they have, but it seems like Knuckles is the only one that's actually special, and the rest of them
yeah,
are just normal echidnas. Like, why are they all alive? Why is Knuckles a guardian if the
but it
rest of them
like
are fine?
yeah, it just pisses me off because like last week we had the same conversation on like just not
How it
even
doesn't make any sense.
Echidna lore,
Yeah,
and how it just keeps getting more and
it's
more
bloated.
lore that makes no sense. Yeah, like we got the fucking dingoes, and I was like,
Oh my
okay,
god, nothing with the
I
dingoes
guess
happened
I'll
at
let
all.
it. Yeah, exactly, nothing happened, but I was like, okay, I guess I'll fucking let it slide. But this is getting bloated, and now we got to this week where they drop another fuck ton of lore on the Echidnas,
Yeah,
and
like
I'm like, it doesn't make any sense. Stop making new
you
lore.
see,
Work
here's the
on the
thing:
lore you've got.
if Echidnopolis was still gone, and then we had introduced to this new tribe that was wandering the desert, it'd be perfectly fine because then you wouldn't be bloating the hell out of the still alive echidnas with the dingo plot, whatever the hell else Knuckles is doing, and then the other tribe. Now we have like four different echidna subplots going on because you have the Dark Legion, Echidnopolis, the dingoes, and this other tribe. It's
Oh,
like,
and
dude,
then don't forget about Enerjack. He'll obviously
well,
return,
yeah,
so
but it's like,
that's
I
like
count that as
five.
part of like the Dark Legion stuff,
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of.
Like
Whatever, it's not a big deal. But I'm just like,
I'll put it within, yeah. But
it's
yeah,
just
no.
there's too much shit going on. Like if this was all introduced a while from each other, like if this was like let's say this was a Marvel comic and this was all introduced within like 10 years of each other, like in a 10-year run, that'd be fine. But this is all getting introduced back to back to back to back, where nothing is getting fleshed out. We're just learning shit to learn shit, and none of it is affecting Knuckles as a character.
Yeah, and
Shit
we're
just
not getting
happens to him.
proper resolutions to anything.
Yeah,
Like anything that could
it's
be resolved just gets
it
dragged out.
says something that the first resolved part of this Echidna thing is the other tribe, and it's been within like 3 or 4 issues of their existence.
Yeah, like when like that also like upset me because we got all this backstory, all this lore on the tribes. Like we just like they just kept
Just to get rid of them
pounding
again.
lore
Yeah.
into you like so much.
Like
Like it was so
why
much reading.
we should have hung around the tribe more because with all this effort put into them just to resolve it immediately, what's the point?
Yeah, like Aether was like, "It's your turn to be the Mitri or whatever," and then within
Like
2 days
why?
he resolves their prophecy.
Yeah,
Like, what do
right.
you
Like also
mean?
wait,
It
wasn't he
was
supposed to be there at the journey's end? Wasn't he supposed to be the last one? Or was he a different position? I forget.
I don't know.
Whatever. Oh my god. Also, why if Aether is with the tribe the whole time, how do they have a wife and a kid with a Kidnopolis to be? Oh wait, no, because his wife was the guardian, right? No, 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 no,
Yeah.
no, 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 no. Wait,
No.
was his wife the guardian, or was he the guardian? And his mother? No, his mother was the guardian.
Yeah.
His wife was just a normal wife, and his
And then
son
his
was the
wife
guardian.
got roboticized.
Yes. Wait. Yeah, I fucking hate that. By the way, I'm
Yeah,
so
and then
confused on the
apparently
timeline.
Tom doesn't talk to him anymore after everything, and I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, I don't understand the timeline of this comic because this is his sixth generation removed grandfather, and you're telling me his wife was still around to get roboticized.
Yeah, and
She's
like
not a guardian.
exactly, and it's like it's not even just that. Also, it's like, then where are all the rest of the generations if you're still
Yeah, right.
alive?
Sure, there be an overpopulation problem.
Yeah.
It's like I don't want to think too hard on some of this stuff, but some of this stuff is just like when you're trying to make me take this super uber like duper serious, you need to think about this more. Like this was fine in the gag era where it was just shit to like be funny or whatever. But right now when you're trying to make it this super intricate echidna lore and all of it is just collapsing over each other, it doesn't work. It's
Mhm.
oh my god. Then we get to the village or the whatever. I misread it as America, so I thought this would have been just like some restructuring of America, and I read it and I'm like, oh, it's Marissa, right? That's not what it was.
Yeah.
No, Mercia. It was Mercia, not America. And I was like, oh, whatever. Anyway, it's hilarious when that echidna gets thrown in, and one single mention of Aether, and Tails like, oh my god, you know him? Like Tails, you met him one time. Shut up.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, to be fair, it makes more sense for Tails to hype him up because Tails is like, yeah, I'm a part of that prophecy thing.
Yeah,
He
but still, it's just
helped
like,
me
bro,
be
this
a
is the
hero.
yeah, it's like the
Yeah,
fifth time. Whatever, man. Oh, okay. I like. It is
yeah.
hilarious how much we're shitting on like Knuckles 10 and 11, but I actually like Sonic 58, which is the part 2 of Knuckles 11.
Yeah, Sonic 58 was actually really good. Robbo the Hedge.
Bravo the Hedge is really funny. Also, it's okay. They give him green eyes, obviously not knowing that Sonic was about to get a redesign with green eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like, damn, that sucks, guys. You you did not look out there. Um, yeah, I mean, Bravo the Hedge was I liked him. The romance with him and Marianne was hilariously underbaked, but whatever.
Oh my god, yeah, they just threw that shit in. The Marianne at the end being like, I love him, I want to
Oh,
stay.
that
Let us
was
know when the marriage
oh yeah,
happens.
that was Knuckles 12 though. So we're getting a little
Yeah,
ahead of
I know.
ourselves. Wait, what the hell happened in Sonic 58 exactly?
Sonic 58 was Sonic and Tails escaping the like
Yeah.
prison, and then they're fighting,
Okay.
and
I'll
yeah,
say okay, I think I like yeah, anything on the village from Sonic 58 and Knuckles 12 I liked. Whenever it focused on anyone else, I did not like.
yeah.
Um there were some funny lines I'll say in Sonic 58 like he's sick. Sick of your insolence.
Yes. No, when I read that, what flashed in my mind was the Lythero bit.
Yeah,
That was sick. Yeah, I'm sick of you.
exactly. I was not expecting the sheriff to be Antoine's dad.
Oh, yeah, no,
That was
that was
crazy.
like
And
that
they're
was
not gonna
cool.
tell. They're not gonna tell him. They're not gonna
Exactly.
tell
Yeah,
anyone.
like
That's
Tails
fucked.
is like, should we tell him? No, we didn't know anything before this, so why would we act like we knew anything now? It's not like we have him. It's like,
I mean, yeah, I guess that's fair. Like, damn.
yeah, but like, no, that like I feel like
That's still
it's like
fucked. Yeah.
out of character, not gonna lie, because of the fact that Uncle Chuck hid from
Yeah.
like Sonic
Right.
that his parents were roboticized
Maybe
and
they'll bring
alive.
up that hypocrisy. Who
Maybe they
knows?
will. If they do, honestly, would be a 10 out of 10 moment. I would fuck with that,
Yeah.
but I feel like they're not going to.
Also, the use of some Spanish here is rising.
They
And by
keep
use of
doing it.
Spanish, it's not really Spanish. It's just like the slang word. Well, not slang. It's the words that we use in like English for slang. Like hasta la
Yeah.
vista, fellas. Enjoy a siesta. And then Tails says something after, right?
Yeah,
It
cause
was just
no, cause Sonic drops down to Tails and he goes, "¿Qué pasa?" And Tails is like, "Oh, nice for you to drop in, amigo."
yeah. I'm like,
I
why?
was
Why are we saying all like the?
Yeah, I was like, why are we suddenly so Spanish? Isn't this supposed to be like kind of medieval like vibes? This
True,
area.
right?
This isn't
Yeah.
this
All
isn't
Robbo the
Spain.
Hedge speaks exclusively in Shakespeare. Also, if he okay, we're bringing up he's Amy's cousin.
Yes, no, I thought that
Why?
was just slightly weird. I was
Why
like,
doesn't
wait a
Amy
minute,
speak in Shakespeare?
not even just that. I was like, if people confuse Sonic for Robbo and Amy likes
I
Sonic
mean,
but is the cousin of Robbo,
I don't think that's how it's meant to be intended.
I
I'm not
know,
gonna look at it that way. I mean,
but it's funny to me.
yeah, but I think it's like I that was clearly the most throwaway thing, especially because Amy's not really a character in this comic right now.
Yeah,
Um,
not at all.
so I don't know, it's just it was hilarious. And Sonic was like, "Oh my god, someone finally knows her." Like that's
Mhm.
crazy.
He's like, no way, we have a place where she existed before.
hmm and then oh my god, the King Acorn shit. That was nothing. It was nothing. Source of all. Who
Yeah.
cares, dude?
He just kept rambling about some like
I know where it's going. I think this is the pool where the infamous Naked Sally panel comes from. Um, yeah, I think I don't fucking know. He's like, oh, you're definite, and you get connected to the source of all. And you have everyone here. Like, okay, dude, cool, congrats.
yeah. I forget who he was explaining it to,
Who
whether it
was he
was like
explaining it to? Well, it wasn't Jeffrey, right? It was like,
I swear it was, but it might have been
was
like
it Jeffrey?
was it like no, it had to be like
I
it
think
had
it
to
was
be no, it
Jeffrey.
was Dr.
Oh
Quack.
yeah, Dr. Quack, because Dr. Quack was like, I need to check you out to see if you're okay. He's like, nah, dude, I'm connected to God.
Yeah, Quack had like a confused expression, like a "you are crazy," and I was like, "Same here, Doctor
Yeah,
Quack."
I don't know. Um,
Dude's talking about being connected to the cosmos.
yeah, I think I would call it doctor just for that, man. Get
Yeah,
some man some therapy.
and then the fact that like the crown apparently merged with King
I mean,
Acorn,
that's
and
how
then
it. There's probably no other way to bullshit that, so I'll
yeah,
accept that.
like I guess it makes sense because when he drew the sword, the crown appeared on his head, and I was
Yeah,
like,
so
okay,
there's no other way they would be able to explain that. Let's be honest.
yeah,
So, And then in Knuckles 12, they keep trying to do the shaken not stirred thing. You're not talking about James Bond wine. Why do you keep saying that? It don't work.
It
It don't
doesn't.
work. I also forgot about Hawking existing. I forgot he was a character. And then if we go to his corpse, I'm like, oh shit, what happened, Locke? I'm like, oh wait, that's not Locke. That's Hawking. Whoops.
Yep.
These kids all look the fucking same. And then Hawking hasn't done anything. I forgot about this subplot. Oh, and
A very common
Archimedes.
thing.
Archimedes is like, oh, the Guardians symbolize all that is good. Do they?
Yeah, do they really?
Maybe they intend to.
Yeah, but
Also,
they're not good at upholding it.
Thayer tells Knuckles that he know about Haven, right?
Yeah.
Didn't Knuckles go to Haven at some point?
I'm
No, he went to
pretty
another
sure.
thing. Either way,
No,
should
yeah.
he realize by now that Locke is alive?
I feel like he should, especially with the fact that, like, Athair is alive.
Well, yeah, not even just that. The fact is that he said, "Oh yeah, I went to Haven and my mom was there," meaning the exact same thing would have happened.
Yeah.
Oh,
Also, just the fact that, like, everything Knuckles has been told has been a lie. So it's like,
well,
the
not really
fact that,
everything. Just like he's been told white lies.
yeah, but I basically mean the fact that, like,
Oh, that Locke is,
yeah, that,
yeah,
like, there are characters that are just, like, straight up, like, still alive. And it's just like, it should be obvious by now who definitely isn't dead.
yeah, right. Like if all his ancestors are fine, then why would he think his dad's dead? Whatever. I guess I liked the scene where Knuckles leads them to Albion. I get a random King Arthur reference, but sure. That's Albion
You're
is
not
like their
lying.
like futuristic state. Also you know the area in Black Knight where you fight King Arthur for the second time.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's also Albion.
that's cool.
Oh yeah, obviously not the same area, but yeah, it is
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just another reference.
yeah. Again, the romance part was so funny when you like you said the wedding thing. Oh my, like bro, you knew him for 10 seconds.
It was so fucking out of nowhere.
I mean,
Oh my god.
they hinted at it, but it's just hilarious how she immediately decides to give up everything to be with.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
But like, I also just like, I don't know. There's some crazy shit. Like, I love Knuckles just walking on water.
yeah. You're like, okay, Jesus.
Yeah.
Well,
What
everyone
else?
walked on water there, which is the funny part.
Yeah.
He was like Moses and Jesus combined.
hmm But what was the other thing? Oh, when the castle explodes at the beginning of Knuckles 12,
Oh, right, yeah.
Sonic.
And they're like, right. He's
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, Robbo's fine. Like, what?
Yeah, but not even just that. Sonic goes, talk about a Sonic
Oh
blast.
yeah, right. Like, dude, come on.
Yeah, I was just like, dude, that.
Like, shut up, calm down, man. Yeah, he's like, he'll be fine. He has no reason to sacrifice his life like that. Like, okay, says you.
Yeah, like, wow, you don't know him. You literally just met him.
Yeah, and then to go back to the romance thing, I think the idea of Marianne staying with Rob is not like bad. It's just it was worded so funny. Like you didn't have to say that she loves him. They don't know each other that well. You could say like, oh, I want to stay with him and help him fight, and then that
Yeah.
develops to a romance. You don't have to say, oh, the man I love. Like, girl, calm down. You had two flirty interactions. That's it.
Yeah, Rob's just sitting there like, whoa, I have a girlfriend now?
Yeah, sweet, cool.
Yeah.
um. Oh, I guess. But yeah, we're done with this little 3 issue part, right? For much as we joked about it, I did enjoy anything focused on that in Knuckles 12 and Sonic 58. Because
Yeah.
that's what I was looking for out of this whole like arc, is them just going around helping people out and then leaving. Like that's cool. The only thing I would have changed is like add some connection to Naugus because that's hilariously has this, they have gone found nothing about him so far.
Yeah. Like, absolutely nothing, and they still find nothing by the end of this week.
Yeah, so I think the only way I'd change this idea is just like add some connections so they get like somewhere close to him, but like whatever. 59. Oh my god. Robot horizontal and vertical.
Oh my god.
It
Some
was
cool shit.
it was really funny. It was
hmm
cool, but it was like it's comedy.
Yeah.
Um, that's I don't know. It's kind of crazy. The Ultimate Annihilator like screwed them off that much. They were just
Yeah,
like,
no, it's insane.
we gotta turn them into primordial ooze, and then become robots, and they fight to the death. But I did like how they did not become friends at the end. It was just like, yeah, they're gonna fight each other now. I don't even know if they come back again after this.
Yeah, it feels like that's how they wanted to like write them out.
Yeah. Oh, also, when they enslave Sonic and Tails, the way they break out reminded me of Batman versus Superman.
Oh yeah.
You know, like the Martha meme.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
where he's like, "Ah, I thought you were my friend. Friend? Friend! Like,
Yeah.
Martha! Martha, why did you say that?
So funny.
Oh my, yeah. So I don't know. It was enjoyable. The art was good. Um, I guess the B story when Sally chucked the knife. What if she missed?
Oh my God.
What if he
Yeah.
hit his head?
Just killed them right
Yeah,
there.
right. Like damn. Um, well, I wasn't really. What happened? Nothing happened there, right? They were just kind of skydiving and they ran back.
Yeah.
I mean oh yeah, also the unused cover with the enslaved Sonic and Tails was cool.
Yeah, I like that cover.
Um, damn, I guess I don't have much else to say about that one. Sonic 60.
Mm.
um, the village. The what it was a monkey bear. You know who I'm talking about? It was like the dad of the or
Yeah.
grandfather of the girl
I
they were
couldn't
talking
tell what
to.
it was.
Yeah, he looks weird. That's not a Sonic character. Get him out of here.
Yeah, no.
Um, I don't know why Sonic doesn't immediately assume Monkey Kong is being mind controlled.
Yeah, like he immediately is like he thinks something is wrong like after
Yeah.
like a minute, but he immediately is like, "Whoa,
He's like, oh,
last
you're
time
a
we
friend.
met,
I
we
thought
were
we were chill.
friends."
Yeah, like in this world of where everyone can get easily mind controlled, you would think to assume if they're acting weird, they're mind controlled.
Yeah, especially if they're not like talking to you like in a proper way. Like the way
Yeah,
he was talking just like
it was
reeked
weird.
mind control.
Yeah,
He was just like, "Dude, how are you this dense, Sonic?"
yeah. And then another use of I get that had to be slang in the '90s, right? Mondo, because the old
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z dub also has Mondo in it. So I guess that's slang then. But oh my god, when Sonic described Monkey Kong as a harmless psycho, I'm like, Sonic, what does that even mean?
Yeah, it's like that's not even like a thing. You
Yeah.
can't be a psycho and be harmless.
Um, wait, so was the Iron King like that metal guy?
Yeah. The
Okay.
ox.
Yeah, and then they are kind of nothing.
Yep.
The only thing I care about the Queen is because I know something happens with her later that's really funny. I won't say it, but it's just like, otherwise they didn't do anything.
Yeah, no, it
Um,
was absolutely nothing.
Also, I'll note that I think the fan thing that has to be from Journey to the West, right? Because Dragon Ball also does it.
Yeah, it's a reference because like they have Monkey Con in that issue.
Yeah,
It's like
no, yeah, but I'm just saying like the fan thing specifically has to be because I'm like, wait a minute, Dragon Ball also did this, which is also like
yeah.
a Journey to the West thing. So yeah, I guess it is. Again, it's another. While the story was kind of whatever, this is another example of what I want out of this. Just it needed some connection in August at the end, which it did not get.
hmm It was
Um,
like it brought up the fact that we didn't get anything with Naugus at the beginning,
yeah, and it
and then
still
it didn't
didn't.
deliver on it.
Yeah, you think that's like a what's it, Chekhov's gun? Yeah, Chekhov's gun. But nope. And then we get to
Yeah.
the B story where I go back to hating King Acorn.
Oh my God, yeah. You could get with Antoine.
No, it's so funny when she's like, "Oh, I don't think Sonic would like getting married." She's like, "That
Yeah.
hedgehog." Oh,
Which is crazy.
like, bro, he's
Which
your
is
hero.
Yeah, exactly. The guy who literally saved, like, I don't know, King Acorn tweaking.
He's tweaking the hell out, man. Okay, honestly, Antoine was the better option. I thought he was gonna say Jeffrey.
Yeah, no, thank God he said
Yeah,
Antoine,
I
but
thought he was
either,
gonna say you should marry Jeffrey. I was gonna freak out, but no, he said Antoine. I'm like, that's bad, but like,
yeah, but
there's a
like,
worse
yeah,
reality.
because like even still, it's like first off, Sonic the Hedgehog is your fucking hero. He even saved you from possession. He was willing to jump off
Yeah,
of like
right.
deathly heights to save your life, dude. To make sure
Exactly.
that you made out. Like what? And you're
It's
talking shit
ridiculous.
about him,
Yeah,
and like
exactly.
not even just that. Antoine's already taken. Antoine's got Bunny.
Yeah, well, I don't think he cares or knows about that. So,
Yeah, I know, but still, just like, dude.
yeah. But no, also when he was like, "Oh, if you're not gonna listen to me, I'm gonna strip you of your like your royalty and your title." Like, dude, calm
Yeah,
down.
started threatening her, and it's like, dude, the princess saved the world.
Like, you could. I'm gonna be honest. You just have to do all that. He could just say like, "I'm not. I'm just not gonna accept the wedding." Like, dude, just say that. Don't say you're gonna strip her of everything. Like, just like, what's the
Yeah,
why? What's the
exactly.
point of that?
It's like without Sally, we wouldn't have had Sonic saving the world, and without that, we wouldn't have Sonic saving King Acorn. So he owes everything to
Yeah.
Sally and
Like,
Sonic. He wouldn't even be king without
I
them.
guess there's like the royalty thing where it's like, oh, I don't want her to marry a commoner, but like Antoine's also a commoner.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Antoine isn't
um,
even actually like a member
oh
of the
yeah,
army.
wait,
It's like,
we didn't talk about this. We skipped right over it, and I forget when it happens. But when King Acorn's like, "Do you know why we have a monarchy?"
oh yeah,
Did he explain why? I forgot. He
no.
was just
He
like, "Oh yeah, I was
explained.
born into it and had the source of all boom monarchy."
Yeah,
Oh right, because he was like, "Oh, I give them the freedom to do what they want." That's hilarious. Like justification. Like I don't even care that there's a monarchy. I don't like it's a fictional story, whatever. But it's hilarious how they have to justify it. Like, don't even bring it up, man. Just say you want the good king and stuff.
hmm
Like, I don't need the Sonic comic to be justifying its fictional monarchy to me. Just I'll accept it in the narrative. But I don't. It's gonna be. I know it's gonna be something. They're gonna do something stupid with that later, aren't they?
definitely. That's not
Um,
even like I don't even
question.
have to think twice on it.
Yeah, they're gonna say some stupid shit about like government or whatever. Um, I'm very terrified of what King Acorn's other option could possibly be. Because he's like, oh, if Sally doesn't answer me, I'm going to have another option. It's oh boy, I don't want to know. It's gonna be
Yeah,
so.
I I don't even know what that other option would be.
My first instinct was install Jeffrey on the throne, but I don't think they'll do
Yeah,
that.
I was also thinking that, but like that was something that I was like, I don't think that would be how it would go, so I just like
Yeah,
rid
ignored
it
it.
from
Yeah,
my mind.
and then the last
But
page had like the Image Comics artist drawing Sonic. It looked weird, but like it was still cool that it happened.
yeah,
Sorry, why did I cut you off of?
no, it was just like I also just rid it from my mind because I don't want that.
Yeah, I just actually don't think it's going to happen like that way. So
But yeah, no,
I hope not. I fucking hope not. Thank God we were light on Jeffrey this week, man. He had like cameos. I was fine with that. I guess we can go to Sonic Kids now, right?
yep,
Um, Tails looks older as like a kid
yeah,
because his
because he has
eyebrows.
bushier eyebrows. Yeah,
Yeah. Also, when everyone's a kid, it makes me question why Tails is considered way younger than them, and also why they treat him as a kid when he doesn't seem that much younger than them in this.
yeah, they're like literally all the same age.
Yeah, like I imagine he's probably like a few years younger than them, but the way the story treats it, it's all like they're the same. So like, why do they treat him like
Yeah,
that?
it's just like it makes it feel more derogatory now when
Yeah,
they call
right.
it. Yeah,
Um, Also, when Sally was describing all their talents and Antoine's face when she says like, "Oh, his French accent," he just like looks so pissed off when she says that. I was dying.
yeah.
Um, he was like, "I'm gonna kill you." Like, damn,
He's like, how dare
how
ye?
dare you insult my French accent?
Yeah.
Oh, why are they calling him Boomer now?
Oh,
Why are they
yeah.
calling
I don't.
Boomer? Like I know like that's another name that exists for him, but I thought it was like, why is it coming out of nowhere? Right? Like they haven't called him it before.
Yeah, it's
Is
really
Boomer
weird.
like his real name? Is that like a Tails thing? I don't, I don't know.
Maybe it'll get explained. Who
Oh yeah.
knows?
Also, when they found their hideout and Sally was talking about the wind changing and shit, I'm like, you do not sound like a kid right now. Why you sound like your modern day self? The dialogue and this was like I mostly believe they were talking like kids then, until Sally started making her speech, and I'm just like, all right,
Yeah,
girl.
it was at the end when they were like in the cave, and I was
Yeah.
just like, dude, what?
Yeah, like why are you speaking like you're a fully formed leader? Like you look 7 years old.
Yeah, it started
Um,
speaking exactly like she speaks normally, and I'm just
yeah.
like, okay,
And then the B
alright.
story was the peak because we got the return of Robotnik. Oh my
Yeah.
god. I miss him so much, man.
Yeah,
He
same.
was truly the bright spot of our world.
Yeah, he made it so good.
He was so good, and then he was like, oh my god, he had the greatest line ever. How I love to freeze the furries with my ray.
Oh my god,
Like,
yeah.
why did you say that? Another Rip Sniffly moment.
Oh my
God,
god.
the good old
Yeah.
days.
I
Like
miss I miss those two. We haven't even seen Snively in
dude,
so
Sniffly.
long, dude.
It's the only time we're gonna get Sniffly back is when Eggman shows up.
I
It's
know.
like,
Makes me upset, but it's because he wasted all of his fucking egg bots.
I blame
Like
the
an idiot.
writers, man. It wasn't
Yeah,
his
I
fault. They nerfed Snively. Yup, that's totally what happened. Oh yeah, and then everyone else has like their modern day attire, and then Tails is just like shoeless. Like damn, man.
yeah, it's like just why? Why are you not giving him
At
love?
least flippers, man. Go wear some flippers. Then Tails' uncle is randomly introduced. Like, how did Sonic bargain with this guy who he has no idea who he is? Right? Like, I assume it'll be explained
Yeah.
later, but like, it's just really funny that he's like, "Oh, you want some rocks for these shoes?
And,
Okay."
and then he was like, I forget what the dialogue was, but he was like, you're dealing with the underground market or something. And I
Yeah.
was like,
How
dude,
did Sonic get
what?
in
You're dealing.
contact with the underground market?
Yeah, like Sonic, why do you just have a black market contact?
Yeah.
What do you
Right.
mean?
And the
Yeah.
contact is he doesn't even know it's Tails' uncle.
Yeah, and then that makes another question. Tells his uncle, "Why are you a part of the underground market?"
Yeah. Right. I don't know, man. Um.
Hmm.
Then we have the C story. I enjoyed the C story.
Yeah,
It was funny. It was like that one. I mean, it's a common trope in media, but it's like that Sonic Boom episode where Sonic and Knuckles are like telling their own version of the story. Um,
I love that shit.
when it was Sonic's perspective, he was like, "Save us, oh way past cool one." It's like, okay, all right, Sonic, stroll like to
I
turn
know,
down the ego
dude said like way past cool like
three
50
times.
times
Yeah,
in
and we got
his.
a hasta la vista, Mista.
Yes, I put that in my notes. I was like, yes, hasta la vista,
He
mista,
said the shitty
from
catchphrase.
Sonic.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Yeah, from Sonic. It's his first one, right?
yeah, it's his
'Cause
first
Tails got
one.
the other one.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I don't know. It was funny that Uncle Chuck was like, "Oh wow, so it was all true in a way."
yeah. It's like so you all just wanted to like get the spotlight. That's
It's like,
it.
you guys know teamwork. And they're like, "Yup, yup, we totally know teamwork, Uncle Chuck. Yup,
Yeah, the last like 5 minutes definitely demonstrated teamwork as we
yup,
all tried to show that we were better than the rest of our
exactly."
team.
So like, this story definitely took place in the past at some point, right? Because that's what it seemed like. It was Chuck monitoring them from Robotropolis.
Yeah,
I
definitely
think
seemed like it had to be like from the past. At the
maybe.
very least, like after the events of Robotropolis, maybe, because like it's just before they went on the solo adventure and all
True.
that stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know. It was whatever. Not important. But yeah, I enjoyed Sonic Kids for like, except for
Yeah,
the A story was whatever, but the B and C stories were good.
yeah, it was nice to end it off on a good note.
Yeah, it was just like it wasn't anything. Okay, no, I can't say there was nothing bad this week. The Knuckles issues are mostly horrendously to get. Like they're not horrible. They're not like awful. It's just boring and nothing. A waste of my
Yeah,
time.
it was a struggle to slog through the
Yeah,
issues
like they're
this
bad.
week.
They're bad, but they're not horrendous yet.
Yeah, it's just like it was just mid.
Yeah, it's like the fact that the Sonic book has to take over from the Knuckles book half the time is just like squandering the potential of this storyline.
Hmm.
Because it's like the Knuckles story can't have its own conclusions because it has to tie into Sonic, which I don't
Yeah,
know. Like Knuckles is already bad enough as is, but then it has to like bleed into Sonic, which makes Sonic worse because Sonic has to like clean up whatever the hell is happening.
exactly. It's just like either way, it's like you're already like Knuckles does not need these many solo issues anyways because they're not solo. They're just adding more bloated lore to Echidnas,
Yeah,
and it's
like
like
Knuckles doesn't. I don't. He hasn't like developed.
yeah, it's like I'm scared for the next Knuckles issue. I'm
Oh
actually
God.
like terrified as to
I'm
what.
honestly more terrified when the Knuckles series ends and then the Knuckles stories become B parts of the normal issues.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
that,
terrified for. So at
That'll be
least I
bad.
know what I'm getting into when I'm reading a Knuckles issue. I won't know what we're getting into when it's like part of a Sonic issue.
Yeah, I'm just upset knowing that the next Knuckles issue we read is going to add more
Oh yeah, wait, what
lore
was
that
the
is
cliffhanger we left
unnecessary.
on last time?
For the Knuckles issue, it was
Yeah,
just him going back to Angel Island because
right,
he was like, I can't go with you guys. My home is elsewhere, and he handed
right,
him a
right, right.
jewel from Aether that lets him go back.
Oh, Zora, come on, it's not Angel Island.
Oh
It's
yeah,
the
it's the floating
floating
island.
island.
Uh,
Good lord, I'm ready to get over this. Please
yeah,
bring
I'm
me
ready for the
Doctor Egg.
reboot.
Give no, I don't even care about the reboot. Give me Ian Flynn. Get me to Ian Flynn. We're not even at the worst part of this comic yet, which is crazy.
I know.
Get me to Ian Flynn. Just give me Doctor Eggman back. Even I don't care how bad this comic will get. If as long as I have Eggman on panel, I'll at least somewhat enjoy myself.
Yeah, and it's just like it's so funny. We're not even to Sonic Universe, and
Well, Sonic Universe is started under Ian Flynn, so that'll be fine.
yeah, but there's some moments in there that are.
Oh, I can imagine. There's probably some stuff where he tried cleaning up things and didn't do it in the best way possible.
Mm.
Oh my God, it's just like okay, I can't imagine that reading some of these at like 12 o'clock is very helpful, but dude, it was just so boring. I
Yeah,
was like about to sleep. God.
it's
Oh, whatever.
not
We'll see what
good.
happens. We'll see what other random shit like.
But
I
hey,
yeah.
we're at 101.
Oh
We
yeah,
made
we
it.
are 100 issues into this read through.
Yeah,
Yippee!
that means we are basically 1/6 of the way.
Yeah, was it 574?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
crazy.
hey, we're a good chunk
We're
through.
doing
I
good.
say
Yeah, honestly,
that's a pat on the back right there. It's one
yeah.
six.
Honestly, it's crazy we've read so much of Archie so far because like we've barely read any of it before.
Yeah,
So I don't know. It's cool. We're getting into it, but I'm just like, dude, I understand.
this is a fever dream.
It's
That's
just
all I gotta
it's just
say.
frustrating to read
Yeah.
because I know it gets good. I know it gets good.
Like I'm waiting. I'm
We're just
waiting.
not there yet.
Yeah, we're nowhere near close.
Yeah, dude, just give me the. I just want the Mega Man comic. Just give me
That
the Mega
would be
Man
good.
comic. That'll be good. Like I know we have to. Unfortunately, we have to wait really long for it. But I know if I had that to read through as we're doing it, I would be so much happier. But no, we have to wait until later because it's an Ian Flynn book. Yeah.
Tragedy. But I mean that's it. That's all I gotta say about this week.
Yeah, I don't think I have much else. We'll see whatever the hell. Like, okay, actually, I have one last comment. I think Carl Bowlers is getting better at writing the characters. Like the
Mm.
guy who writes some of the main Sonic comic stuff. I think he's getting better at writing, and some of the other
Yeah.
writers are not like as bad. They're like fine. Like all of
Mm.
those guys are fine. It's just Penders is dragging everyone down
Oh yeah,
because
I agree.
even when like the Sonic story is not affected, I'm not gonna blame the Sonic Kid Pender. Like I think the internet has blamed him for both too much and too little about Archie because some people start blaming him for stuff that he like didn't write in issues. But I do feel like the fact is that the comic is dealing with so many cooks in the kitchen, it's not working.
Yeah, they're like they'll like start off a comic and it'll be like 10 different names at the front and I'm like, dude, does it need that
Well,
many?
I mean, some of them are like makes sense, right? We have the anchor, we have the colorist, pencilist, the writer, and sometimes people draw in between, but that just says got trouble development.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
sometimes it'll be like two in each category and I'm like,
Oh yeah, that's
damn.
where I'm like something had to have happened.
Yeah.
Um, I feel like there was okay. I feel like we glossed over. I feel like something was retconned this week, and I'm just forgetting it. I'm trying to think. Fuck. Is anything you thinking of anything? I feel like there was a one retcon this week that was like didn't really make sense.
I can't remember. I
Whatever.
feel
I
like
might
there
be
was
thinking
just
of last week.
yeah, there was just too much and it just muddled my brain. If you do think of it, you could always just put it in the comment of the podcast.
True. Yeah. Otherwise, whatever. We'll advance forward. We'll see whatever the hell Penders cooks up for Knuckles, and we'll see whatever the other writers are cooking for Sonic.
Oh
They ain't
yeah.
cooking shit, but whatever.
Yep, the stove is off.
The stove is in fact off. But yeah, I guess I don't know. We'll see how many we read next time. We'll see
Yeah.
you guys next week.
Peace.